Hi, today I wanted to do a quick review on the Papermate InkJoy Minis. I found these at Rite Aid, but just yesterday I was looking at them on jetpens.com and they had this. I've already opened this. I actually almost finished this video once before and then I ran out of memory on my memory card, so now I'm doing it again. But it had a little top on there that was hanging on the hook at the store. I think the packaging of these is really cute. I paid like, I think a few dollars for this pack of 10, and when I saw them on JetPens, I want to say it was comparably priced. The only difference was on JetPens they had the option of getting the caps or the retractables. If they had the option at Rite Aid, I would have gotten the retractable, but since I was looking at them last night, I saw them again today, I thought I just need to get them, and this was the last pack left. So here they are. They're so cute just in the packaging. And for the price, I mean, even if they didn't work out, I think you can't go wrong. So this is what it looks like in the pack. The only other experience I have with InkJoy are these. And I purchased these from Staples years ago, and it was in a pack together, and it came with 8 different colors. I bought these because I'd never tried InkJoy, and I wanted to try them, and I love multi-pins and can't help myself. So I'm going to do a quick comparison of these to these once I've done a writing sample, because these say that they are 1 millimeter, and these do as well. And so I want to see, does the ink kind of look the same? Is the size the same? And just see how it goes. So I've already opened these up, which was surprisingly difficult. In my first attempt at this, I fumbled quite a bit looking for scissors to open these up. So at least I don't have to do that in this one. Okay, so these are super cute. I just think these are adorable. I'm going to get a ruler really quick and give you a quick measurement. I know! This is very exciting. My dog is really cute. Let me just see if I can show him to you. Hi! That's one of them. Hi, buddy. He's very excited that we're doing some pen reviews. So, capped, sorry, capped, this pen comes in at about 4 1/4. Uncapped, the pen comes in at the same, 4 1/4. That's interesting, isn't it? Huh. I'm going to try that again. No, I had it wrong. I was like, that does not make sense. Capped, it comes in at 4 3/4, and uncapped, it's 4 1/4. My apologies. So, you get a nice variety of colors. You get a pink, a light green, a light blue, red, brown, which I'm pretty excited about. I have never seen a brown ballpoint before. Orange, black, purple, dark blue, and a dark green. So those are the pens. They are super cute, and the only thing is I like the way this barrel looks. I like the shiny kind of jewel quality to it. And I feel like this cap looks a little cheap next to it, the frosted plastic. I would have maybe gone with like a glossy, high gloss plastic. I think that would have looked nice. And my dog agrees. So, they have a clip, not super strong, but if you wanted to clip it in a backpack or a pencil case, it would certainly do the trick. One thing that I noticed about these when I first pulled them out before is that they have a triangular shaped barrel reminiscent of the Lamy Safari, and this actually creates a nice comfortable grip in the hand. Sorry, nice comfortable grip in my hand. It just fits naturally in my fingers, and it's a narrow barrel, so that helps. I can really like pinch the pen, if that makes sense, to hold it steady. So holding it in my hand, it looks like this. And I don't really have a particularly large or a particularly tiny hand, but I think this would be comfortable for most people. But I think really just capping it creates a big enough pen that anybody could use, and this is comfortable. So I would definitely write with this capped. Alright, so I'm going to do a writing sample of each of the colors so you can see what they look like. And then over here I'm going to do a comparison of these multi-pins. So I can definitely, if these would be perfect for a student. Just the size, having them all in your backpack, I think, I don't know how you could go wrong with that. But let me do my writing samples here. So these write beautifully right out of the package. I like that pink. Excuse the sniffles. Sorry about that. The orange is kind of like an orange sickle. So, first impressions of the ink. It's very nice. It feels like the right amount of ink coming out of the pen, like not too blobby and heavy and not too skippy or light. Blobby and skippy, those are official ink describing terms. These do not have a little like wax or plastic or whatever that stuff is that's usually on the tip of a ballpoint. These write so smoothly. They're very nice. These, I feel like, just being familiar with those multi-pens, I feel like this ink is a lot smoother flowing and a lot nicer than the ink in those multi-pens. Because I get a lot of skip in those multi-pens. They didn't, you know, blow me away. But these, I'm liking these. These are just fun. Alright, so there's the sample. A joy to write with, as I'm sure that they were intending, and now I'm just going to write right next to, in the margin, I'm going to write next to the matching color from the multi-pen, and just see how it compares. The dark green in this multi-pen is skippy. As is the light blue. As is the light green. Alright. So, with the two multi-pens, so I feel like this was close to double the price of these little minis. You're getting more ink overall in the mini package, but this is the convenience of only having 2 and having 8 colors versus having 10 separate little pens. Again, this did come in retractable on jet pens. I just did not see it at Rite Aid. So here we go. Here's the comparison. Looking at it just visually, and this is not scientific whatsoever, it seems like the minis have a thinner line than the multi-pen. Even though they're both 1 millimeter, it is like a storm here. It's crazy. I like it. Here's the difference in the tips. So even just looking at the tips, it looks like the mini comes to a finer point than that multi-pen. That's not a helpful angle, is it? But if I just kind of compare them, and they both got on me. Yeah, I feel like the mini just has a finer point, so the ink, you know, just looks, the line is just a little bit thinner on the page. Surprising, this is a 1 millimeter. I'm going to compare it to a couple of others that I have. I have to say that I think that the ink in the minis, I have less problems, because in the multi, the light green skipped, the light blue skipped. Just looking at it, I feel like the light blue is darker in the mini. Actually, it looks like the light blue is darker in both of the greens and the minis. These are just a little more washed out. The dark blue looks a little darker to me in the multi-pin than it does in the mini. The rest look pretty much the same. This could just be my own eyes playing tricks on me, but just overall eyeball comparison, I would say that I prefer the minis to the multi-pin. It's nice to have the multi-pin though, for convenience purposes. So very quickly, I have some other pens that actually are supposed to be smaller, although I don't know that if it's a very fair comparison, because these are gels. I'm just now thinking of that, but let's see. This might be a more fair comparison than an Energel. So I've got I believe a 0.7 in the Acroball, and then these are Energels, a 0.355, and this one is a Zebra 0.5. So I just wanted to kind of see visually if it did feel smaller to me. But this one is not a fair comparison, really, because these are... Oh, you know what? I should have thought of this sooner, but I am not a professional. Remember that, please. I'm sure I'm sure nobody's ever thought that I'm a professional. These, I know. I bet I have a 0.5 in here without taking them all out. Let's see. Now this is getting very unscientific. So I think this was, I want to say that was a 0.5. That was a, I feel like that was a 0.5. That was a 0.5. These are not even, this was like the 0.38 or something like that. Well, even just comparing it with the Acroball 0.7, which is probably a fair comparison, it is a thinner line. So it must be writing at a pretty much a 1.0 millimeter. Let me just try this. This one seems, So this I talked about in another video on Bic crystals, and it seems like even though I believe they're both 1, the InkJoy just comes out a little bit thinner. And I do think that the InkJoy has a more vibrant black. Now this is getting all over the place. I'm getting very, very random. So I will wrap this up. I think that if you are presented with the opportunity to buy these, you should. If you like rollerballs at all, or if you want a variety of colors, for under $5, you can't go wrong. The retractables, I bet, are like so much better just because it's retractable. But they're cute, they're small, they're compact. I can see a student having all of these in a pencil bag or backpack. It would just be fun to write with them. And when I look at the variety of colors, if you do any kind of art with ink pens, with ballpoint pens, I think this would be a good choice because the ink was very smooth, it didn't skip, it didn't blob. A lot of the colors are pretty vibrant. I think you would get a nice range here. Plus you get a brown, which I think to me seems pretty rare. I don't remember ever seeing a brown ballpoint. So overall, I really like this set. I would definitely buy it again, and I might buy the retractables just to have them because they're super cute. This would be an excellent purse pen. It's small, it's compact, especially if you have the retractable. I think it would be the perfect purse pen because it's not so fine tipped that it will poke through paper, but it would write on a soft surface if you had to write on your hand, like on a piece of paper, or it would write on probably any surface, as most roller balls do. If you lose it, the whole set was like $4 or $3, so I mean, come on, you can easily replace it, and all these fun colors. I think this would be like the perfect pocket pen as well. If you're a guy, carry all your stuff in your pockets. This is a short pen. It won't take up a lot of room, but you have a pen, and if you lose it, no harm, no foul. So I hope you found this useful. I hope you find these and go buy these. I think I'm going to get the retractables. These were just really fun. I like them. But see, with retractable, I wouldn't have to do all this, and I would have that fun click. So I hope that you liked this, and definitely give some love to the ballpoint pen community, because there's some good ones out there, and I think these are some good ones. So have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.